Hi, my name is Malia. We'll be working on making a Brick Breaker-esque game. The theme for it is going to be kind of like Bumblebee themed a little bit, just kind of nice pastel florals and stuff like that. I'll be handling this by formatting my work schedule just to break down what I need to get done each week. This week so far is just kind of general development, getting what I feel like a good foundational start is. So I have my kind of general scoring system done. I'm going to have the layout of the game formatted. I've worked on a couple of the assets so far. The main bits are going to be just getting the actual scripting done to get the ball paddle movement working, and then just the bounce back and forth of the ball as it bounces, the destruction of those bricks, and then how that is going to get basically deleted so it doesn't take up memory. I think I'm going to use pooling for the different blocks, and I'll have some power-ups as well that will be utilized through a pooling script that I have. Everything I have been doing, I'm getting pushed to my GitHub page. I made one just for my project called Brick Breaker. Haven't come up with an official name for my game yet, so just kind of a placeholder at the moment. Other than that, I'll be just kind of updating this with weekly videos for various classes that I have. It'll just kind of be a catch-all for the various videos and classes to kind of have it all in one spot, and that's where I'm at this week. And with each project, I'll be breaking down kind of just in segments of about an hour intervals, just to kind of give a quick progress update on where I am at the moment. What I've worked on this hour so far is getting my clicked up page started with the different projects for each class. I've started my workflow example in Google Sheets for the technical design class and getting my short kind of figured out. And then over in ZBrush, I've just been editing my cat model I have and getting it to a better place that I like it so I can do rigging on him and get him ready for the shorts, and that's what I've done this hour so far. Here's an update on where I am this hour. I have my cat worked on a little bit more. I've been kind of just messing around with the face, trying to find something that looks a little bit better. And then I've also edited just the legs a little bit to make them a little bit more elbowy looking. But hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit more with this tonight. And then the next hour, I'll be able to get the face almost done, and then I can rig it. Here is my next hour of work. I have the face fixed a little bit better, kind of made it more pronounced in the front half of the muzzle. I think I'm at a point where I'm happy with it, or at least need to move on to rigging, and then I'll be able to do some small animations with that. So hopefully I can get that done either tonight or tomorrow, and that's where I'm at so far. Here is my next hour. I got my cat imported into Maya, did my texturing or UV mapping over there, threw it in Substance. I have some of the textures going. Kind of playing around with trying to get a fur effect on him using a couple different things. So I'll be messing around with this a little bit. And then moving over to doing my rig and getting my animation set up. Here is the hour of work I've put in so far. I've completed my kind of workflow for my animations I'll be doing, wrote up the synopsis kind of for it, and then I've just been playing in, not ZBrush, over in Substance, just trying to get textures that look correct on my new cat model I made yesterday. I think he looks a lot better, just need to redo some of the mapping. I can see some lines running through them. I just need to adjust a little bit, and then I think I'll be ready to do a rig. Here's what I have for the first hour of today. I did some just general organization of my desktop and files to get everything back where I needed to be. They were a little bit of a mess. I've created my Git repo for the Brick Breaker game. I have my Unity file started so I can get the game going. Next, I'm going to just get my scripts, other just kind of little things to kind of get a layout of the game. And that'll be today's project, I think. I've worked on updating my GitHub, added in some materials and stuff for the basis of my game. I had to restart my Git repo a little bit. I had an issue with the other one, trying to do a submodule on it. So I ended up having to delete this original one, made a new one, and hopefully things are going to run a bit smoother from there. In my game, though, I do have that made up, some test blocks, basically, just a loose background and stuff. But this will be kind of the foundation of my game so far. It may change going forward, but this is the loose draft that I have. This hour I worked on getting the textures down for my cat. I went with kind of this hair stencil that I found and kind of just brushed it on, added in some eyes, and then got the ear textures on there as well. Pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it's a good point to move on. This hour I worked on getting my game set up a little bit more. Over in GitHub I worked on getting my README updated a little bit, and then over here I'm working on getting a hexagon shape for my bricks. This hour I worked on texturing my hexagon shape for my bricks, got that imported over into Unity as well, got them kind of formatted to that honeycomb shape, and that'll be the layout for my bricks that I have. This hour, I got the basis for my little ball in my game done. It's going to be this cute little bee. Kind of ties in with my whole honeycomb theme. Got that textured over in Substance, and then I'm working on getting the textures to apply in Unity as well. For this hour, I got my GitHub updated, and then over in Unity, I changed the layout of my game, got it into the orthographic view, it changed kind of the layout as well with the background, and then got the hexagons lined up a bit better. This hour, I got the scriptable objects work for triggering the score. So I'll run into them, score goes up, and then if I go out, come back in, it's going to update the high score as well. And I haven't implemented the resetting yet of the just normal score, but that'll be next. But I have that working, which is cool, so I can start to get the movement of my paddle working. So that wraps up this week's progress report. For next week, I am hoping to get a lot of that movement done, get a loose gameplay for my game up and running. In addition, for that cat rig for the cat at the very beginning, I'm hoping to get him rigged so I can do some posing and get a little animatic put together for my short as well. But that'll be this week's. I'll link my GitHub down below as well on this video, so you can take a look there.